Can Manchester United follow up the win over Rangers by beating Fulham away? Honestly, I back these players to be better away from Old Trafford right now because they are so anxious playing there. After Brighton, Amorim went in hard on his squad. How are they going to react in the next Premier League game? Let me discuss Zirkzee's role, whether Garnacho will feature, and more changes Amorim could make, as well as my match predictions. So next up for United is Fulham, 7 p.m. on a Sunday night. That's got to be one of the weirdest kickoff times I've ever seen. I'm going to run through the starting 11. Will this be Alejandro Garnacho's last game? Will Zirkzee continue and start up front? What changes need to be made in defence and midfield? Because I think changes are needed. Amorim, I'm going to run through them. I'm going to give you my prediction. You can let me know in the comments below what you think. But Fulham, right? They've had a mixed bag of a season, mixed bag in terms of their results recently, but United have lost twice as many games as Fulham in the league this season. That is a disgusting stat. I saw it, so you have to know it. As I said, a very mixed bag of results. Beating Leicester, then losing against West Ham. Beating Watford, then drawing against Ipswich. Drawing against Bournemouth. That's a decent result. Fair result. Losing against... Look, you get the point. It's a very, very mixed bag. And if you look at their last starting 11, and we talk about the danger men, Emil Smith-Rowe probably going to cause some problems between the lines. Old Vazzy Man, or Lube Tube, whatever you want to call him, Traore, if he comes on, no one's going to be able to stop him. Well... Martinez did last time. Remember that tackle? Ooh, I enjoyed that. Jimenez up front could cause problems. Muniz, Iwobi. Look, it's going to be a difficult game. But there are no easy games in the Premier League, not with how United are playing. We're crap. So everybody's difficult. In terms of the starting 11, in terms of team news, sorry. This is what he said about Yoro and De Ligt. Yoro went off with a slight bit of pain. It kind of sounds like Yoro won't be risked at any point. And I'll be honest, Yoro's kind of struggled all season, really. There's been flashes and moments, but I think that injury's knocked him back, and it will do in his first season. De Ligt got a bit of bruising. Will he start? Not sure, but Maguire came on. Obviously, Maguire made that mistake. Let's run through the team news. I thought this was interesting. Like, Casemiro is a fifth choice now behind everybody. Ugarte, Mainoo, Eriksen, and Collier. As basically him just admitting there, it doesn't really, his characteristics don't really fit what I need. And the same sort of thing goes, well, actually, not the same sort of thing, but Rashford. Let's have a conversation about Rashford after the window closes. But this was the starting 11 that faced Rangers midweek. Sometimes we play so much, I forget who we bloody play. There have to be some changes, all right? I'm going to run through them. And I think this one's an obvious one because of what has happened there in terms of the knock that he got. I think Maguire will start this game. And I want to speak about Maguire, right? I'm glad for Maguire that that mistake that he made didn't count for anything because Bruno got the winner. Because it was a mistake. He just got nudged in the back. Maguire should never get done like that. He's a very physical centre-back. Hopefully, we'll just kick on because I think Maguire's been one of our more dependable players this season, which is a big turnaround from where he was. And someone I definitely want to see start this game is Martinez. Not just for the fact that he got that, actually not anything for the fact that he got that assist for Bruno, but his passing, style, technique, bravery, I think is essential in this back three. And I want to see Mazraoui come back in as a right-sided centre-back. So I think the changes kind of make themselves because Yoro and De Ligt both have injury sort of concerns, and the way that we have handled injuries so far this season is always to err on the side of caution, which I do think is the right thing, by the way, because we are getting less serious injuries, touch wood and all that. But that's what I would change in defence. I would bring Maguire and Mazraoui in for De Ligt and Yoro, and I wouldn't change anything else. I think Ahmad stays as right wing-back. I think he'll be better with Mazraoui there. Yoro, I think, will grow into it, but right now Mazraoui is the better ball progressor from deep and is more comfortable than Yoro is. And Dalot just staying out of the left until hopefully we sign Patrick Dorgu. We move into midfield and we have conversations, right? Collier started against Rangers and deserved the plaudits that he got, but I don't think that means he's going to start this game. What I think you're going to see is these two starting midfield. I'll have a conversation about Kobbie Mainoo next, but I'm going to put those two. I'm going to put Collier back on the bench and Ugarte coming in after he was rested for the majority of the Rangers game, and Bruno will stay deep. I don't particularly like Bruno playing deeper. I like Bruno closer to the goal. That's just my preference. But I think with Mainoo right now, and I'll speak about Mainoo, right? It feels like Mainoo's struggling in a midfield pivot with Ugarte. When there's loads of space to cover, I don't think you're playing towards Mainoo's strengths. And I'll actually have a little discussion about a different position for Mainoo, which I've already discussed in a previous video, and I think I want to see it at some point soon. But I think it'll be those two in midfield. And this lad here is definitely the talking point ahead of it. Is this going to be Garnacho's last game? I seriously hope not. And it just, I keep repeating and repeating. The idea that United could sell Garnacho, I don't think is outrageous. But I think that's a conversation for the summer. And the only reason that's getting accelerated 6 months is because of the bottom line, the finances, because he will be double money, triple money, whatever you want to call it. And that's the reason why we're considering selling him in January and to Chelsea. And that stinks as well. Garnacho played really well against Rangers. I think he gets kept in the team. It's not like a Rashford situation where he said, I'm ready for a new challenge, and his mind is obviously elsewhere. This Garnacho situation is United are kind of not forcing him out at all, but United are encouraging him towards the exit. His agents then looked around, and now his head's getting turned. But I think judging from what we saw against Rangers, he'll be fine for it. Now, something I did really enjoy against Rangers was Eriksen being in a position where he was closer to the goal rather than in central midfield. It was a bit of a surprise. We thought Bruno would start further up and Eriksen would start deeper. But in doing so, Eriksen received the ball in these positions, and I think our best football came in that first half when Ahmad was down here, Eriksen was on the edge of the box there, Bruno kind of skipped into this position, and when we were playing the ball and it was kind of intricate 1, 2, 3 there, that I think is when we actually played our best football. I don't think Eriksen is going to be fit to start 2 games in, 4 days? Maybe I'm wrong. We'll find out. But I'll tell you who could play there. Mainoo could play that role really, really well. I don't think it will happen, but I'm going to put that in here. I'm going to put Eriksen to the bench. I'm going to put Mainoo to start further up and Bruno to start deeper, and for Mainoo to operate in the same sort of role and style that Eriksen did against Rangers. I think that would be a real connector, and I think that would actually suit and get the strengths out of Mainoo. My own opinion. You can let me know what you think in the comments. And Zirkzee, you know, it feels like a lifetime ago that he scored on his debut at Old Trafford with a late winner against Fulham. 16th of August, I think it was. I'm really out of the 2 options, right? We've got 2 centre forwards, neither of them are scoring any goals. I think there's more pros to starting Zirkzee right now than there is to starting Højlund. I think his hold-up play is important, bringing others into play. And if you've got Mainoo running off him, you've got Garnacho running off him, you've got Ahmad and Dalot offering the width, I think that's the better option for United right now. So that's my starting 11. Changes-wise, how many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 changes from the team that faced Rangers. I'd like to see Mainoo playing further up. I want to see Garnacho and Zirkzee keep their places. And Ugarte coming into midfield with a couple of changes in defence, probably semi-forced by injury. In terms of prediction for this game, can I get 2 in a row? I think United will play, famous last words, I think United will play better away from home right now than at home. I think I'm going to go for a 2-1 again to United. Fulham are going to be dangerous. I don't really have much confidence in this team keeping a clean sheet right now. I also don't really have much confidence in this team scoring 2 goals. But I'm going to go for a 2-1 again. And I'm going to back Zirkzee to get one. Hot take. I'd love to see Mainoo playing further up. I honestly feel that as his career progresses, that's where you're going to get the best of Mainoo. Even if he can play deeper, I think his best assets and attributes are seen closer to the opposition's goal in midfield, rather than deeper and being a sort of orchestrator. All right, that's my starting 11. That's my prediction. You can let me know what you think in the comments below. But will he be Garnacho's last game? I really hope not. But let's find out.